And happy Thursday, folks. Happy Thursday, April 15th, 2021, and welcome back to another episode of Quarters Without Borders. Sorry about the camera shake there, just a little solar wind turbulence we're experiencing up here in our super secret low orbit space station orbiting the planet Earth. Folks, I hope you're having a great Thursday so far. Man, it's been a fantastic week. It's been a fantastic morning. Whether you're just starting your day, you're in the midst of it, or you're wrapping it up, wherever you might be. Thank you for tuning in, spending some of your time today here at Quarters Without Borders. And I wish you the best in whatever your endeavors may be. Lady Dragana and Wolfskatag, welcome to the channel. Oh, hey, it's Jose. Oh, hey, it's Jose. Happy Thursday as well. Welcome to the channel. Welcome back, everybody. Wolfskatag is getting his second dose of the vaccine today, I believe. What time, buddy? What time? And good call taking the day off tomorrow. If you're feeling powerful, you feel good, you get a free day. If you're not, you don't have to worry about the expectations or the responsibilities, and you can recover. Ah, you get the shot tomorrow morning. I gotcha. Okay. And then you have the weekend, too. Hopefully you don't work over the weekend. The weekend, just in case you have effects the following day. Nice. 3-day weekend. I know I'm doing, and I'll share this, I think, because some of you folks might find it fascinating. Try to find out where it is. If you go to vsafe, letter V, and the word safe, .cdc.gov, it's a website that you could sign up for. That would basically they send you things like every day to track how you're reacting to the vaccine. So I just got my thing yesterday reminding me that my next vaccine is about a week out, and they wanted me to submit symptoms and stuff. So it's kind of a volunteered way, a really cool way of helping build the database of side effects. So man, it's a good Thursday today. It's a good Thursday. And we left off in a bit of a pickle. I guess we're just on the outside of a pickle, and if we let it marinate long enough, it might become a cucumber. So we're on a whim. There was a little building out on the edge of the map. We're like, hey, let's go swing by, see what's up. And then there are these two gargantuan robots that are battling there. I just earned the ability to hack one of them, so we're going to do our best to hack one of them. And I'd love for them to fight each other. Just massive clash of the titans. So that's where we're going to pick up today in our stream. That's where we're going to pick up today. If you are just joining us for the very first time and you have no idea what I'm talking about, check out the archives. You can find out what happened yesterday and in the previous days and all our other crazy adventures we do here at the channel. But if you are a first-time viewer, let me welcome you to our little corner of the internet, where we essentially play video games and raise money for charity. That's totally how cucumbers and pickles work. Oh, it's the other way around, though, isn't it? Cucumbers turn into pickles. Pickles don't turn into cucumbers. It was close enough. It was close enough. As someone who just finished the Zack Snyder cut of Justice League, which, by the way, if you haven't seen it, definitely go check it out. In my opinion, as a DC fan, it was so much better than what the theatrical cut was. But if you are the Flash and you run fast enough, I bet you can turn pickles back into cucumbers. Flanagan and Grandmaster Poncho, welcome to the channel today. Welcome to the channel. Hope you're having great Thursdays. So we're back in our adventures with Horizon Zero Dawn, playing on the hardest available difficulty, which in this case is ultra hard with the crosshairs disabled. And of course, as most of you probably know, Every time we die, fail, or retry, we are donating 25 cents, an additional quarter, to charity. Grandmaster Punch is I would think a pickle would technically be considered a fruit because it still has seeds on the inside, in the fleshy part of it. I've never thought of a pickle as a fruit before. I just kind of just assumed it existed in its own category. Like, growing out of the side of the food pyramid, there's a little branch that says pickle. I think it's still a fruit, right? It's just cooked fruit. Well, I guess the food pyramid's not a thing anymore either. Like Pluto, right? It's like it's my plate now. Okay, really quick, I can make it through this. The charity for this game is the Water Project. They're a pretty large organization. They've been around for over 10 years, and they focus on providing sustainable water projects for communities in sub-Saharan Africa that are struggling from lack of access to clean water and proper sanitation. They do this by providing the training, the financing, and the expertise necessary to get these projects up and off the ground and sustained into the future. And we have raised a grand total of $41.50, all going to the Water Project at the end of our playthrough. If you'd like to learn more about them or support them directly, there is a button below the channel. Click it and check them out. Okay. Housekeeping out of the way. Let's see what kind of trouble we can get into. Man, folks, I hope you're having a great Thursday out there. There's just so much positive energy on this end. I wish I could, like, be a multi-tap and plug into all y'all's days and just send you positive vibes. I'm gonna do my best through the internets. I think I would definitely say an apple pie is a fruit pie, like without a doubt. Has anyone ever made a pickle pie before? Is that a thing? Oh yeah, Flanagan, it'll happen. It'll happen. That's a serious question about the pickle pie, though. Like, I love pickles, but I don't know if I'm so much of a fan that I would bake a pickle pie. Does anybody have quick access to the internet? Let me do a quick little Google search here. Pickle pie. Oh, it's a thing. Homemade pickle pie, Utah pickle pie, dill pickle tart. Oh, I've got a new recipe to try this weekend.
This must be sandstone rock. It's being attacked by machines.
Maybe that'll be a channel thing.
You want to tell Warden Geneva we back down? Let's take our chances. Do not succumb.
Come on. We don't want to get too close. Roping. Go down, robot. Back up.
Gotcha now.
Yeah, I do. Override. Whoop. That's a little scary. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Okay, he's ours. Alright, I need you to get up there. Behemoth, whatever you are. Level 25. And fight the other one. And let's try not to get killed in the process.
Under attack by machines.
That's pretty apparent. Which one is mine? That one. Get it while it's down. Did we kill it? We killed it. Most of the time, to answer your question, I don't know if there's a better way of piling up dirt. You could try, since it's next to your house, and I imagine you want it to be adequate drainage. Have you thought about putting like a layer of gravel or stone down first? He's kind of talking about if like this is my hand work. If this is the edge of the house, like from profile view, and the dirt slopes against it. He's trying to do that with dirt. Because you don't want the dirt doing this, because that'll pool all the water against the side of your house and it'll leak through your basement walls. But you could put like a layer of stone or top gravel, topsoil, top gravel, to help with like water mitigation. And then gravel, and then dirt on top of that. That way it gives it like some structure underneath. Even though this robot is on our side, that's pretty terrifying. Not useless, good sir, not useless. As far as condos go, or apartments like I've got, like we don't have to handle that stuff. Captains and Capers. It's a book. A travel-worn book of glyphs interspersed with portraits of colorful-looking outlanders. Scanned glyphs, captains and capers, these tales of adventure await within. The life of Masserad the Sunflash, whose scales of polished armor dazzled his foes, whose ribbons of firebird red arced like his enemy's lifeblood, so drawn to the clamor of battle that he chose an outlander's life beyond the sundom. In the north, he crushed the elements of clashing Oseram warbands with the very scrap they battled over. In the south, he stood in sunset against the Plains Raiders, plucking their arrows from his body and firing them back. It was only the lure of the greatest battle of all, for Holy Meridian, that drew him back to his homeland. And in the liberation he died gloriously, so that it took many hours to reveal his still shining armor beneath the heap of kestrels piled above him. Of Sadiva, the desert rain, once a daughter of the Sun Court, but who cast aside noble silks and paints to run with the mercenaries of the Long Burn. She of eyes like smoke and a flashing blade, her band only struck with the sudden storms, for the sight of blood never sat well with her, and the rain washed away its traces as quickly as it spilled. And so, the sighting of rain clouds was feared from sunfall to bright market, lest she might appear with them for many seasons until they were finally betrayed by one of their own to a blazoned patrol. For her noble birth, Sadiva was permitted an honorable death, and buried up to the neck in the Valley of the Lash to await the sun's judgment. On the first day, she endured in silence. Yet on the second, clouds gathered and broke with a great downpour, and in its passing, she was gone. Jesus, a lot of stories in here, aren't there? The metal conquests of Korgund, the Oseram blacksmith who would hammer gauntlets into shapes while wearing them, and bend barrel iron around his waist. He was seen to wrestle the cargo from the backs of shellwalkers, claiming the lightning blast to be good for constitution. I like this guy. And overcame a sawtooth by blunting its jaws and shaking it so soundly that its core fell loose. He claimed to have gathered a charging trampler on his shoulders and slammed it upon the rocks. And sure enough, There were marks left by its furnace blasted lividly across his well-haired back. As the derangement worsened, bringing ever more terrifying machines, so grew Corgan's desire for greater feats of strength. He was last sighted astride a rampaging Thunderjaw, grasping its neck tight as a hawk to prey, and some say he remains there still. And, continued from previous volumes, the exploits of Okura One-Eye. By this point in the telling, Okura had lost his left hand for stealing the song cores of Estuki, and so traveled to the Claim, seeking an Oseram forgesmith who would affix a Ravager's claws in its place. Of course, the only man crazed enough to undertake such a melding of metal and flesh would be the leader of the Three Chains Uprising. I want to read this book. It sounds amazing. So something about a moat. I think I'm all for moat. Just think, if your neighbors, like, I don't know, they invest in, like, a geese farm. You're going to want that moat. Maybe a geese farm isn't the best idea, because geese can swim. If they invest in, like, guinea pigs, and they have just a guinea pig farm, that moat is going to keep those guinea pigs from coming across your property line and ruining your property. Can we not get in? Like, we just cleared this. But since we don't have the quest, can we not get into this place yet? Okay. It's basically, once we get the quest, are we gonna have to come back here and do this all over again? Because I feel like that's what's about to happen. I feel like we should kill this one. Well, we did the thing we set out to do. So I guess back to the campfire, and then to the corrupted zone. The Behemoth uses lifting engines to launch rocks at range. So it has some sort of anti-gravity system. That's really neat. Grandmaster Poncho, you beat me to it. I'm like, dude, if you get a moat, you have to have alligators. I love how we were all thinking the exact same thing. Dude, think of the possibilities of, like, Halloween and Christmas decorating if you had a moat. That alone makes the investment worthwhile for those 2 days out of the year solely. The raccoons. Is that a raccoon? It's a raccoon! But he's running over to the ostriches.
Red light means trouble.
Oh, that's enough trouble for today. Woo! Whoa! Come on, come on. I need at least something to draw the heat off of me. Go, 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 go! Swim, Alloy! That's not deep enough. Run, Alloy! Ostrich, hold my back. Do it, Ostrich, do it. You're not coming over here, are you? Blow your weapons off, fool. Ooh! I think my ostrich. No, he's still fighting. Wow, okay. Is there a health potion? Yeah, ostrich, bring it! Did he kill the bellowback? One ostrich? Dang, I would not have expected. I guess it's just because they're fast. His agility is what made him beat the bellowback. That was super legit. I like just glanced over at the chat and all I see is something about like a Canadian Cobra chicken. That's incredible. Nice job, turkey. Nice job. Okay, another campfire. Oh, like literally right there. Come on. That actually went a lot better than could have gone. Okay, now on to Corrupted Zone. And then really there's not much else I can do to procrastinate going to Meridian. There's this city over here, but it's on the top of a cliff, it looks like. So Corrupted Zone, Campfire, and then Meridian. So finally we will continue with the storyline. Really, that's 600? No, I was gonna say, there's no way it's 600. It's a lot closer than that. Fox, bunny rabbit. Is that a boar? Yep. Okay, seems to be a trail over here. We will. It's no rush, I don't think, though. We're getting there. Basically, we're clearing the map so that when the story progression stuff comes, we'll be ready for it. Can I get over this cliff? I would love to get over it than having to go around it. Yep. Oh, the roll jump totally works. Come on! Alright.
So much for being careful.
We gotta go around the cliff? There's no way. I guess that's kind of like a whole cliff face. We just gotta go around it. And the cryptid zone's on the other side of the mountain. I hear animals. Come on. Oh no, are you kidding me? This is stalker territory? I can hear it walking. Ooh, there it is. There it is. Look at this, folks. We're learning things today. Shout out to Wolfskatag for bringing it to our attention. Far. Oh, no, it's not. Wow. It's an epic cableage.
The start.
There goes your gun, fool. Wait, are there two of them? I think there's two of them. There's definitely a second one. What? How are those getting stuck? I mean, if you don't mind me shooting you, buddy, I'll just keep shooting you.
Stay down.
He's not dead. I think I just stunned him. A raccoon! Dude, come on and hit my traps. I'll take it. Jeez. How many arrows does it take to kill a stalker? Then again, that's awesome. That's a brave raccoon. Alright, thing. You got like a million arrows stuck in your head. Will he not come over here? There we go. How is that not enough to kill him? There's definitely another one. Behind me. Of course it's behind me. Yet we don't. Oh great, now it's nighttime. Oh my gosh. Can't see! Hit, lady! What are you waiting for? Attack, please! Makes no sense while you wait. Makes no sense while you're waiting. Oh my gosh! Perfect timing, dude. That was a nice attack. Come on, big guy. Woo! Whoa, he just jumped 2 thingies. Come on, thing, come on.
There!
Be done with you. Tell me it's the last one, right? Tell me that's the last one. Oh. Well, I've got traps everywhere. Mr. Jose, have a great rest of your Thursday, good sir. Thanks for stopping by today. Okay. Oh. Alright. And we should be able to actually reclaim our traps that we've laid now. How cool is that? It's paying off. Took out 3 stalkers.
Won't waste this.
Our cables back. We lost our raccoon, unfortunately. Oh, maybe we didn't. Ooh, it's blue. Does that mean what I think it means? Raccoon skin. Oh, finally. Maxed the upgrades. Okay, more ropes. We killed 3. That should be it, as far as these cloaky guys go. Something, of course, is a corrupted Glinthawk. There's no stealthing that guy. I'm gonna have to rope him to the ground. There's 2 of them. Ah, what do we got in the ground? Corrupted scrappers aren't too bad. Sounds like a raccoon. Look at that. Oh, I thought it was another skin already. Okay, corrupted zone level 23. We are level 25. This will actually be pretty close. Bird, bird, ground guys. 3 birds. Oh, great. Wow. Pardon me, folks. How am I going to get the birds? See if that got anybody's attention. Got that one. This is gonna be tough because these enemies I can't. I think the scrappers I might be able to kill instant, like one hit kill. I may have that ability, and if I can lure the birds far enough away. I can probably get them outside of the range of their buddies. Yeah, that was not good. Oh my. Oh my. Jeez. Okay, I mean, I got a couple hits off. What I need to do is weaken. Hopefully that'll blow off some of his weapons. Yeah!
Dropped it!
Please blow your guns off. Another one down. Gunzo! Yeah! Okay, okay. Hey, loot is the lifeblood of our future. Without the loot, what are we? Okay, that was actually pretty cool. I'm pretty happy with how that went. I think all we have left is 2 birds. God, this thing always shoots so much faster than I intend on shooting. Get him!
Got it.
That didn't work. You're not going anywhere, buddy. One more. Ow. Yeah. Bam. That was so cool. It definitely is. There are like, the game has. I feel like we're in the stride. Like we're in the prime time. This is the youth years of the game. Like in the beginning, our tool choices were limited. You couldn't really last very long in combat. And granted, I'm sure part of it is me learning the systems and how better to use them. But man, the game like really comes into its own when it gives you these tools. So it's like, okay, set some traps. Okay, if they're flying, use ropes to pin them down. If they're not flying, or if they have long-range weapons, use the tear arrows to rip their guns off. Oh, man. It's juicy. It's juicy. There's a lot of fun layers to it. And I'm getting a lot quicker on, like, spamming health potions and things like that. Longevity. And now, as Gimli so famously said at the end of the Two Towers, the sun is rising. Did it really? I didn't know. I wasn't paying attention. Totally missed it. That's really cool though. All right, another corrupted zone out of the park, folks. This is great. One skill point. We're halfway to level 26 at this point. I think we'll probably invest next in these extra damage stuff. Yeah. Wow, it's only been 45 minutes, and we've been cleaning house. The only thing left is, oh wait, the crocodile. We have to get a crocodile lens. Okay, one crocodile lens, and then we can go back to town. Because, yeah, if we're going back to town, we might as well, so we can get the quest completed, right? Jaderite, happy Thursday. It has been a fantastic day so far. I'm glad to hear that yours went well. As you can see by that quarters donated total still hovering at 0, the Emperor must be in a good mood today because we have been rocking and rolling. out. How's the saying go about bolters? The Emperor
Keep
protects,
that for later.
but it like doesn't hurt to have a bolter just in case. Something like that. I totally butchered it, but campfire. More than meets the eye. I don't know why the campfires suddenly have Transformer themes, but they do. Pass through the capital city and then hit the alligators and get a light. That's all we need. Yes! That's what I'm trying to think of.
Right? Always stay alert. That's what I say.
Man, look at this place. Isn't this so cool? There's one thing I gotta say, and I don't know what I have no idea what the statistics are with this game.
No shadows under the noonday sun. Words
But-
to live by.
This game didn't capture my interest in the beginning. If I was not playing this for the channel, if this was just a for fun game, with how long the rollout is until they get to like the good stuff, I don't know if I would have been able to stick through it. At least not anytime soon. Like there have been too many other games pulling my attention, and I'm glad I did because I'm really enjoying my time with it. I mean stuff like this is so cool. But the game has it's such a slow burn getting to this point. And I wonder if that's deterred anybody from playing this game or getting into it. 'Cause I'm really enjoying it. But even if I look back at like, okay, if I had to do it again, I still recognize that the beginning of the game is slow. And until you have all the tools and stuff, it's really not that... I won't say it's not enjoyable. It's not as enjoyable as it is now. Just so majestic. Alright, alligators. 100 meters away. We need to slay some of them because we actually need their eyes. So we can't just... If there's multiple, we can possess one of them. Which there does seem to be multiple. And hopefully the one that we possess will help us take out the other ones. Okay, that is a fair point. And you were the one that advocated for more slow motion arrow shots. So maybe that was a misery of my own choosing. Although to be fair, I really haven't used too many of the jumping arrow shots. Even now, I still haven't made use of that too much. Oh no, oh no. Ooh, that was too close. Although he's coming over this way. Which I take umbrage at. Turn around, buddy.
It's on to me.
Found the gators for my moats. Dude, you know how viral you could go if you built... I mean, a scale model, like a 2-scale model, would probably be a bit much. Woo! Where's my alligator buddy at? I need you right now.
Yes!
If you were somehow able to build a replica of one of these things. Whoa! Great, we got more people involved. Who invited you to the party, man? You are not welcome here. Which one is mine? Oh, that one was mine. Oh, it's dead. Okay. What is happening? As long as my alligator is alive and fighting, I shouldn't complain too much, right? I think that one's still mine down there, brawling. Ow! Got it. Woo! Is that my alligator buddy? I think he is. Hopefully there's a lens somewhere. Because that was quite the engagement. What is What is that? There's an ostrich now? Well, if my ostrich kills my alligator, at least I get the parts. Well, I think... Oh, it's another alligator. Just watch me.
I need this.
Do we have lenses anywhere? Snapball lens, got it. This plan worked out really well. Man, he is still going, isn't he? He's just like wandering off into the wilderness. Fighting more things. Come on, Alloy. You can do it. You can do it. So many of those. Okay. Now, folks. Now we can go back to town. Because we have the lens. What is new in the inventory? What am I missing? I don't know. Oh well. These guys. Give them what they're here for. Man, we've been making some serious progress today, folks.
I'll find a use for you.
I can't believe how smooth things are running today. Watch out, child. Run, 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 run.
That must be the spire. It's huge.
But there's a vantage point up there.
These aren't goods, they're necessities.
You want to buy something today?
These aren't goods, they're necessities.
Bring us your medal.
Pull a Russell Crowe.
Scroungers?
Here we
What
go.
kind of brutes are you trying to attract?
I have both your parts.
I brought you both the parts. So, what do you say?
I don't suppose I could buy just the one.
You'd buy the wrong one. So give the hunter her shards for both.
Of course, of course. Here you are. If this is the price I have to pay.
The price you have to pay. The Snapmaw lens might just cover the loss we take on the other.
It won't sell for a loss, charcoal burner. You'd pay handsomely for a long-leg lens if you had an imagination.
I have an imagination. When you rattle that piece of junk around, I think of your skull.
The beginning, this wouldn't be a scrap-dealing operation. That we would have class.
And I told you, a true metal seller knows to get his hands dirty.
Alright, quest complete. For a lot of useless materials. Oh, okay. Here we go, folks. Let's drop a save point and let's see what
As you wipe machine oil on my silk.
the game wants us to do next. So we're still looking for Olin, right? That's his name? That's who we're hunting for? Whoops.
I've been working too damn hard.
Man, how do I get up there? I think I need to be on the high road. Like, I need to come... Oh, there's a way through here. This looks like there's a gate I can go. So if I follow this road... Go to the main gate. My character is going to be so OP for this area. She's like cleared all of this on the dark... There we go, there's the map. Which I don't think you were supposed to have done yet. With that, and that left to do. And that's really all that's left here. I think the rest of it is... I mean, there's this bandit camp we haven't done way behind us. And hunter things. But yeah. And we're basically level 30, which is what they require for the DLC. Then again, for the achievements go all the way up to level 50. I don't know if that's for like multiple playthroughs. I hope there's a way up there. Do I have to go that way? I probably have to go that way. You're not gonna let me through, are you? I probably can't climb the building. Nope, I'm gonna have to go around the wiggly road. Alright, follow the wiggly road. I'm actually starting to learn what some of the plants look like.
Save these for the
Or
trip.
at least the healing item plants by sight. Right? This... Yes, that'll get us up there. There's another little town thing up there, and whatever this is, some sort of excavation site. That's a far way down there, buddy. Wow. Look at that view. That's a squiggly tree. I wonder if we can see the octopus robot god from here. Anything around here worth grabbing? I don't think so.
I've seen this 4 times already.
Alright, let's do... Those are 2 really close campfires. There's a big lake over here with another town. And that town, that looks like a mining town. That's kind of the barriers of my travels.
I'm sorry for the wait, but all goods entering the city are subject to search.
This is outrageous. We're loyal citizens. How long do we have to wait?
What am I supposed to do? Just sit here and let everything spoil?
Ba, 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 ba. I don't have much stuff that's just selling, do I? Which is good. I have so much of some of these things. What do I even do with them?
I thought Meridian was open to all Carja.
What happened to Ursa has nothing to do with us.
The
What's going on
Meridian
here?
Gate.
Roland's in there, somewhere. And so's Erend, that other Outlander I talked to the night before the proving. Erend said he'd introduce me to his sister if I visited Meridian. Said she was captain of the Vanguard.
This is cool. This is so cool. I can definitely feel the height, though. Like, it just has a feeling like we're up incredibly high. I wonder if I jumped off if I would die. Probably. Man, look at that view. Can you imagine a little old railing like this? Looking at something like that?
If this keeps up, I'll be broke in a month.
It's always the merchants who suffer.
Greetings. City's locked down on account of the murder.
Ooh, a murder.
Why does King of
That doesn't count as robbing.
Don't look to me for help. My duty is to guard.
So what murder is going on? There seems to be a lot of people thronging.
Stop right there. In light of the recent attack, no stranger passes into Meridian without submitting to search.
Don't mind me, I've got like
Recent
a
attack?
gazillion
What are you talking
random
about?
trinkets.
The murder of
Like a
Captain
hoarder.
Ursa and her vanguards, of course. Ambushed by Shadow Carja forces in Redridge Pass.
Uh-oh.
Ursa. You mean Erend's sister is dead?
How would you know his name?
I know Erend. Summon him. I need to speak to him.
Ha! I doubt that Erend, the new captain of the Vanguard, a man in grief, is going to waste his time on a grimy outlander.
Aloy! Hey, you're alive! I thought you were dead. Make way, make way!
All the way to Meridian just to see me?
Have you been drinking?
Ah, not really. A little. So, you're alive. This, we should celebrate. The drink's on me.
We need to talk alone, and you need to pull it together.
Over there.
So you approve?
Of course I approve. From now on, she may come and go from this city as she pleases.
As you wish, sir.
There. Alone as you
I guess
asked.
drunken orders count?
And what did you want to
Legit
tell?
orders? Your sister.
I heard what happened to Ursa. I'm sorry. I know she was special to you.
Special to me? Special to everyone. She always knew what to do. She bossed everyone around. She kept me in line. Now I'm supposed to fill her shoes. And instead, here I am, stumbling around in them.
Did I lose any? Oh, I lost. What's his name?
I lost someone too. At the proving, the man who raised me. His name was Rost.
That's terrible. Why is it every time something terrible happens, everyone else tells you the worst thing that ever happened to them, as though that makes it easier?
Oh, that wasn't a good choice.
Yeah, why is that?
Anyway, there was something you wanted to tell me?
A lot has happened since we last spoke. The proving was attacked by a group of killers. Not many of us survived.
We were in the village when we heard explosions up on the mountain. Some of your braves came back, said most of the contestants were dead. I've never heard such a wail of grief as the sound that rose up from your people. How did you survive?
How I survived is less important than how I was targeted.
Targeted? What do you mean?
The killers came for me because of Olin.
What are you talking about? That doesn't make sense.
Do we press this? I don't think he's in the right state of mind to really press anything.
I need to find Olin. I need to know what he knows.
But he's a friend.
No, he's a traitor. I don't know who the
That's
killers
bold.
are or what they want, but I do know that Olin is working with them.
But, I mean, this...
I don't need you to understand, Erend. I just need you to take me to him.
He's not here. He went scrounging for scrap and relics days ago. It could be anywhere.
Are there any places he frequents, places he returns to?
A house. Here in Meridian.
Okay, then take me there. I need to search it.
I guess. As long as I'm there to witness the search.
He's okay. I'm surprised he agreed with that.
I need to see Olin's place. Now.
Okay. Come on.
Rising in the ranks of the Hunter's Lodge. Well then, it's a new day.
And they got a lot of guards here. Dude, get out of your captain's way. You're making him circle. Oh, this guy is...
So many people here, all talking at once. What does anyone think?
I don't. I just drink.
Is it because of the drinking? Is that why you don't know how to path your way around other AI?
Won't that girl? Is she anymore?
Don't
Apparently
forget to
they're letting
stock up before
anyone
you're
into
on
the
the
city
road.
these days.
Vengeance
Don't forget to stock up before
Don't
you
pass
pass
up
up
these
these
goods.
goods.
Will Avad hide in his palace?
Oh, that doesn't sound
These
good.
aren't goods. Blood for blood. Vengeance for Ursa. How long will Avad hide in his palace? Year after year, why does he spare those who enslaved and tortured and butchered? Erend, you should want vengeance more than anyone. Your own sister, murdered, and her death, unavenged?
One more word, you scorched out slag, and I'll throw you in jail myself!
Now get out of here, or I'll give you all a kick in the ass!
What did he mean about Ursa's murder?
Not now.
The Nora will survive. They always do. Except
Alright, I'm following. Dude has a nice house.
Okay, how are we gonna get in? Oh, that was subtle.
Here we are. Try not to break anything. Other than the door.
All of this for one man.
It pays to have connections in the Sun King's court.
Okay. That makes sense. What we got?
Corner of this rug is frayed, and the floor near it is worn.
I go upstairs first? I feel like that's where I'm supposed to go. Family portrait.
It looks like a picture of Olin's family. It looks like a picture of Olin's family.
Okay, that was kind of cool.
Let's see what's underneath.
Hey, how
Dang,
did
it's a
that get
huge
here?
door.
Question is, how to get through it.
Without a key, you won't. That's a vault hatch of Oseram make. Nothing gets through.
We'll see about that.
What were the point of all those keys I found in the dungeon? Do I still have those? Yeah, I've got like a gazillion of these cauldron keys. Why do I have these?
I don't think you're getting through that hatch.
Are you sure you're okay?
I'm sober enough, all right? I don't need another lecture.
That's not what I meant. I was talking about what happened outside with the crowd.
I don't want to talk about that. We're here because of what you said about Olin, so do what you need to do.
Did Olin ever invite you in?
Nah. Closest I got was a doorstep to help him home after a night out. We drank a river that night, but I hold it well. Usually.
You said Olin has connections in the royal court. Does he know the Sun King personally?
No. He served the court as a scout sometimes and sold ancient trinkets to nobles, but he never had an audience with the king. If you're right, and Olin's into something dark, Sun King Avad has nothing to do with it. I'd stake my life on it.
Oh no.
I'll look around.
That's what we came for.
There's some weird stuff going on. Okay, back upstairs, I guess.
Call it a day, girl. Wait.
Oh, there's a ladder. I didn't see that ladder before.
A lot of metal here. Could be just what I need.
Convenient. He placed this at this giant hole next to this thing in his house.
Looks big and heavy. Could do a lot of damage. Let's give it a little push.
I mean, that's a lot of metal to push.
I did say not to break anything, didn't I?
What if it didn't break? What if it didn't break?
Look out below!
So what kind of treachery will we find below? Enter the secret room. A message
Serve
for Olin.
and they live. Disobey, and I will open their throats and leave their corpses to prune in the sun.
Oh, he's being set up. The Sun King is holding his family hostage.
Child captive.
They? Who's they?
The killers. They told him to obey or they'd kill his family. Looks like Olin kept a journal.
Olin? I knew he could read contracts, but I never took him for a poet.
No doubt now. Olin knew I was targeted.
Okay. 4th day. I am a traitor now, and see no way out. If I start at the beginning, how they turned me, perhaps I can see something I missed. No, there is no escape. What good can writing it do? 6 days later. You gave me this folio when you taught me to write. All these years later, it still smells of you. Lavender and ash of the forge. All I have left of you. Write me notes, you said when you gave it. Share your thoughts. Tear the leaves, send the pages to show I'm thinking of you. But I never did. Hands too grubby to touch parchment. How I wish I'd done as you said. How I wish I could now. 5 days later. The same dream. Your hair in the forge light. Our sons wait on my shoulders, all of us free. You turn to me and whisper, it is a dream. I answer, yes, I know. And then wake alone. Even awake, my life is a dream, a lie. My treachery will not buy your freedom, it only buys time. But every moment you live, that he lives, if treachery is the cost, I will pay it. 14 days later, no. Where were we at? 15? Yeah, 14 and 4, 18? 18 days later? Almost like almost 3 weeks? Every week, the device calls me in secret to a new dig site. We work like men with whips to our backs, as though it was left to us to upturn the soil of the entire earth, and time has run low, scrabbling to find the carcasses of ancient demons. It's the weapons they want, must be. What misery am I helping birth into this land? 4 days later, I drink with Erend and Ursa, but not even the sweetest brew can wash the taste of guilt from my mouth. Every day my silence betrays them. The villains watch through the device. I keep expecting Ursa to stick a blade through my throat, but fire and spit, she does not suspect me. A better liar than I thought myself must be. Alright, we're jumping forward like 20-some days here. A little less than 20-some days. Fitful sleep the past 3 nights, thinking on that Nora girl. Why did it order her killed? The device must be. Even so, what threat could she pose? We heard explosions and distant screams from the village. I thought the savages might blame us, turn on us. I almost wished for it. But their matriarchs ordered us gone. We fled to the border with an escort of braves, crossed at Day Tower. Now I am called to a dig in the rock wreath. They promise another glimpse of you, of our son. How I hope to see you both. Okay, so it's not them. Unless it is the Day King, whatever, and we just don't know it. They've like, he's like going through like an in-between. But something is up.
The map. The glyphs show places he visited.
Somebody. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's that and there's that. I assume. That's everything, I think. Talk to Erend.
There's your proof. Read the last page. He writes about meeting me and the order to kill me.
He called himself a friend. That backstabbing cheat.
I mean, he's being set up. Come on, cut him a little bit of slack.
How did you learn to read glyphs? And these things that you see, how do you do it?
I'll tell him.
The focus. It reveals the unseen.
And Olin's focus, it's the same?
The device is the same, but somehow Olin and the killers can speak to each other with their focuses over distances. And see through each other's focuses, too. Like looking through each other's eyes.
So that's how the killers saw you? Through Olin?
Yes, so far as I can tell. Now that I know where to find Olin, I should be on my way.
All by yourself?
Leave it to me. I'm faster on my own.
Wait. If that device lets you see the unseen...
Out of the way, Erend.
What is
I'm
he
asking
for?
you to help me, Aloy.
Google Glass.
I need to know who killed Ursa. Not just the Shadow Karja army, I know that, but the exact soldiers who did it.
Okay, I'm down.
I'm sorry about your sister, but
What?
that's your war, not mine.
It's
Don't
our
act
war.
like this isn't personal. You came here hunting the people who nearly killed you, who massacred your people. Why should you have justice and not me?
Look, I'll head for Red Ridge Pass, where Ursa's body was found, and wait for you there.
Just neglect
A few
my
minutes
duties
of your
as captain.
focus is all I need. Don't make me beg.
Red Ridge Pass, you said? I'll see what I can do.
Yes, help him. Alright, new main quest. Find Olin at the excavation site, and then the Field of the Fallen. So this has to go there, which is a little bit past where I thought it was going to be. And We have 2 main quests. This is a little further up, so I guess we're going to do this first, and then we'll go up and do the Field of the Fallen. I mean, that's getting us pretty close to that cauldron. At least these little walkie dudes. Alright. Going to the excavation site. Let's do it. Catch up with Olin. See what's going down. Ba, 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 ba.
Been all over
Right,
the
all
city,
little-
and I can't find what I'm looking for.
Boxes, I bet. Got what?
Take a look
7
at these
minutes? We'll have enough time to get the, oh my gosh, there's so many side quests. Oh! Specialty merchants. Oh my gosh. Eclectic collectibles. Mystery boxes. Okay.
This place smells like nothing I've ever smelled before.
Okay, well at least get the side
Is that
quests.
some kind of spice?
Get the side quests and then we'll go out.
There were a time when the machines were predictable as death.
Able-bodied adventurers, preferably with no friends or family, but I'm not choosy.
I would love
I see someone.
to post an ad like that nowadays. Looking for able-bodied adventurers, preferably with no friends or family. I wonder how many people would answer that.
Oi there, Outlander. Name's Vilgund. Did you come to the city looking for work?
What are you wearing, dude? On your
Good
eyeball.
shards. Enough to buy garb more becoming of your...
Okay, stop there if you want me to hear you out.
I only meant a well-molded woman such as you. I heard an interesting rumor about a Banuk camp. Tame machines, the rumor said. So I hired men to investigate. Just investigate, that's all. Those Banuk are canny, too canny. I paid up front. Well,
This guy is certainly an interesting character.
I've had no word back.
It's like eyebrow hairs coming
So
through
now
his
you're
metal
hiring
headband.
someone to find the last men you hired.
They're a sunk cost. This rumor's worth more to me.
All right. Nope, that's totally fine.
If I did look into your rumor,
You won't need to climb up the shoulders of the world for it. It's on the edge of Banuk land, beneath the anvil of the moon. And you look like you know your way around the savage east. The east. If it's true they walk among machines without fear in this camp, well, you can't miss that, can you? Payment on return.
Okay. A moment's peace. It's a main quest? No, it's a side quest. Level 12. Which is way up there. Jeez. Okay. Quest number 2. This city could have a whole day of just exploring, I feel like.
Nora in the
Don't sell
sun.
me their services. No questions asked on my part.
Alright, side quest number 2. Ooh, there's a log. The Sun Faith. Oh my gosh. Okay, there are apparently 7 articles of the sun. It's really fascinating reading, but we're gonna have to pass for right now. We're gonna come back to that one. We're gonna come back to that one.
You're Nora. I'm the mournful Naman. My apologies that we meet like this.
like this.
In grief. You hold yours close, like a talisman. Wait, forgive me. You didn't come for reparations? Someone you lost to the Sun Ring?
No. I know about the Red Raids, but the Karja owe me nothing.
I know, right?
Well, I could use the help of a strong-willed outlander. Then I would owe you very much indeed. These people seek to honor their loved, their lost, with their own voices, not mouthing Carja rituals to Carja stone. But there are obstacles. And while Meridian holds its breath for any disturbance, these robes only tie my hands.
How can I help?
If I could help, what must be done?
The first pilgrim is an Oseram who seeks to visit the Shrine of Kings.
Oh,
on
these
the
all
road to
escort
the city.
missions?
He waits there now, forbidden to enter by an old sun priest who suffer no heathen. This Utaro lost her companion on the edge of the jewel, at a pool where snap moths gather. The shrine was built there to ward off the machines, and its effectiveness leaves much to be desired. And the Manuk would paint a mark on the sun's climb, a call to the machine spirits, I understand.
His eyes are very reflective.
They need no beckoning. Glint hawks perch there, drawn to the spire's shining.
So, clear the machines out of 2 shrines and move a priest out of the other.
All I can ask for is your charity and that their stories are heard.
Sounds a lot like just to-do work.
I'll do what I can to help those in mourning.
To honor their memories is to honor us all.
Alright, another side quest. Still also level 16, a little higher. And it's pretty close, actually. You can probably do that en route to that main quest. Alright, and the final side quest to pick up. We're filling up our shopping list here for the long play on Saturday, folks. Reminder, we don't have a stream tomorrow, but we are doing a play on Saturday. For those of you that have some time, are interested in the evening, want to swing on by, we're going to be streaming from 6 p.m. onward. Probably for about 3 hours, 3.5 hours. So again, if you don't have too much going on Saturday evening, you want to come out and hang out, we've got quite a bit to do off this to-do list, to check off this to-do list. And that'll be what we'll be tackling on Saturday. It's like a baby long play, Uh-oh.
You're the one the Vanguard has been crowing about. The Nora who tracks criminals and traitors with her second sight. If only
yes,
you'd use it
US
to help
time,
me.
so 6
A
p.m.
thief raided
Eastern
my
Standard
home and
Time.
took my brother's sword.
Which probably is going to be like super, super late for you, I would imagine. Or maybe you'll be waking up. Maybe it'll be like early in the morning.
I'll see what I can do about the robbery.
Have a word with my steward if you need to. He saw the thief escape. And listen, all I want is the sword back.
I gotcha.
Meridian, and my family,
Bummer,
for that
dude.
matter, has seen enough strife already. If I can get it back, all is forgiven. No retribution necessary.
We'll be starting at midnight. I gotcha. That's even closer. Level 12 quest. And it's right here in the city. Alright, folks, so that gives us a good setup, I think. A level 12 quest happening here in the city. Then we move out, do this little shrine thingy. Then make it up here to this new territory. We have 2 main quests to complete. And I'm sure that'll open up new and exciting things to do. Oh, jeez. So much happening. But that was some incredible progress today, and I cannot believe we did not have any casualties. That is almost more impressive than what we actually did.
Captain Ursa is dead. Ambushed by Shadow Carja.
So it looks like we're still riding smooth at $41.50. All going to the water project. Folks, thank you so much for spending your Thursday morning here with me at Quarters Without Borders. We're going to drop a main save down here. And that's going to be the wrap of our gameplay today. Oh, wait, no, there's a box. There's a box. Pick the box up first. Oh, great. Are you kidding me? Okay, I'm like, did the game just save or freeze? 0 takedowns, if you can believe it. And we went through this huge battle down south with these giants. Then through the corrupted zone, an ambush by the Bellowbacks. And we fought alligators, too. Jeez, we did quite a bit. I'm surprised we didn't have any casualties. Well, Skatag, it was my pleasure. This actually was a pretty fun week. We made some pretty good progress, I feel like. Jump off that cliff. It would be kind of intriguing to see what happens if I jump off the bridge. Oh. But that, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be how we end our stream today. I'm sure Saturday will bring plenty of quarters as we dive into some more main storyline quests. Well, everybody, thank you so much for hanging out today. It's a beautiful Thursday. I hope you have, I don't know, all the fortune going into it. And if you're like Jada, right, you're wrapping up your Thursday. I hope it's been a fantastic one for you. Thanks for coming out, spending some time here, being part of our conversation. Wolfta, good luck with the gradation of your ground, and good luck with your second dose of the vaccine tomorrow. Flanagan, Jaderite, may the Emperor protect you. Lady Dragana, and I believe Ohead's Jose has already headed out. I believe that was our house today. Grandmaster Poncho, I don't know if he's still sticking around or not. But folks, thank you. Thanks for coming out today. It was a lot of fun. Some really neat conversation. We'll be back on Saturday, starting at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for a baby long play back into Horizon Zero Dawn. And then we're back next week, of course, Monday morning at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Folks, enjoy the rest of this thunderous Thursday out there. Make the most of the fantastic Friday and the wonderful weekend ahead. And I'll catch a few of you on Saturday. Until then, stay safe out there. And as always, happy gaming.